here is the Landcruiser captain panel. This is off the rig. 10 gauge steel, all laser cut. You do have two hangers that get wedged into the sunroof track, making that whole system still 100% functional. The trim is added to soften up all the edges. I know a lot of guys have been appreciating that on all the other platforms. I'm happy I was able to dial this in for the LCs. All the hardware included, the flange nuts to tie everything all together nice and snug. Let's go see the hanger install. All right, you should end up with both hangers evenly spaced out at that measurement we had earlier. Nice and clamped, all wedged into place. We're gonna now add the captain panel. This section here, you know, it does help to have an extra set of hands or some help. While you're holding it up, someone could be feeding in the through bolt and washer. But I'm gonna do it solo for you guys. So here we have the panel, which again clamps on here. I do center the logo, and I center it with the dome section. But the goal right now is to just get this on here. Everything is slotted so that you're able to adjust later on. So I got my through bolts and my flange nut. I designed this to be at a 10 gauge steel, something nice and solid up here. So first you get this bolt in. Feed the next bolt. Now I can adjust to the center. Make sure the footprint has a good position. Hey. Just right there. All right. So we're gonna now add the remaining through bolts. The design and structure can handle this panel. You know, it's just on you, on the user, on installing it properly. Now I know a lot of people are concerned about the product, but you know, it is what it is. If this is something you like I do, I mean, rock it, man. You know, this is something you could use just for off-road use and come in here and just remove 6 bolts and come in and re-wedge and reinstall when you're out using it. But so far it's been I've been getting good feedback for all the other platforms. This is going to be the first for the 100 series Landcruiser. Also, I'm still adding a rear plate back here, a rear bracket, but we're almost there. But I'm happy with this. This is gonna satisfy this customer's needs. I know he's been asking. Again, the sunroof's gonna be fully functional, and I'll show you that in a bit. All right, so last thing we're doing before we tighten everything up here down is we're gonna add the rear bracket. 5/32 Allen for the Allen heads, Allen bolts. Give it a nice closure. You'll start to see the panel close itself. Nice and snug. Okay. And then do the same for the remaining. All right, so now it's all nice and secured. Everything is nice and solid, both wings and the rear. So there's a ton of room for organization up here. This is an area that we don't normally use. I am in the highest setting on this seat here, about 5'7". Still a ton of head space. All the mounting is down the center. Slots for any drop-in T-nuts. Of course, the Molly dump bags, pouches. Everything is nice and secured. Again, 10 gauge steel, the trim to soften up all the edges, the bigger footprint wings or hangers that get wedged into that location. And just to show you, nothing is rubbing the panel nor the bolts. Everything still closes nice and tight. No friction at all. So that whole mechanism is still 100% functional. So thank you guys.